Hey, what's going on, y'all? Crow back here, back in the back room of Crow's back room. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well myself. And today we got an alcohol review. I finally made it to the ABC store after seriously 6 months. I've been drinking beer for the past 6 months. Finally made it to the ABC store and picked up a random bourbon. Didn't know anything about it, and that's what I love about it. Just went in there, walked straight to the back where there was a bourbon sign, looked at maybe three bourbons, and the third one's the charm. So we got Henry McKenna, I guess that's how you say it, McKenna, Henry McKenna, single barrel Kentucky Straight bourbon whiskey. But the important part is Kentucky Straight bottled and bond bourbon whiskey, and we'll get into that real soon. 50% alcohol, 100 proof. This was established in 1855, and it's aged 10 years. That's what it says on the bottle, but down here it says bottled on 9/2/07. So that means it's over 11 years old, or close to it. Close to 11 years old. Over 10, close to 11. But yep, there was a whole seal up here, but kind of ripped it. It did kind of resemble $100 bill. But yep, it even has like handwriting in ink down here. I'm pretty sure it's handwritten on there, or it might be printed. It might be printed, but it's made to look real. I don't know. I can't tell. Anyway, there's a little paragraph on the side before we take a shot. Actually, we should take a shot first before we start reading, because reading is for prisoners, as we all know. Okay, we got this. Hold on, I missed the important part. We gotta get this right here. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? There we go. That's what I was talking about. We got a chaser here. We got the important stuff right here. Henry, you're good. You're a good man. I enjoy your stuff. Keep on doing what you're doing in your single barrels. Let's go ahead and take a swig. If you haven't seen the color yet, there it is. Now the only reason I take a chaser is so I can talk again. Otherwise I'd have to take like another 20-30 seconds to kind of catch my breath. But with the Henry McKenna, before I start reading, it tastes like the best campfire you ever had. That's the best way to put it. The best campfire you ever had. But let's read this little thing that came on the bottle. The connoisseur's edition of an American tradition. That's a good rhyme right there. Might use that later. In 1837, a young man from Ireland known for his remarkable whiskey making skills came to America with his family's whiskey recipe that had been passed down for generations. Young Mr. McKenna settled in Kentucky and discovered the uniquely American drink known as bourbon. McKenna instantly took a liking to Kentucky whiskey and set out to create a better bourbon using his family's recipe. So, wait, hold on a second. He came to America to discover bourbon, or not to discover bourbon, but he discovered bourbon, and then he liked Kentucky whiskey, and then he had a family recipe. Like, was that family recipe there before, or did he make it himself? I don't know. To ensure the highest quality, he insisted that his bourbon age in oak barrels before bottling. From this process, highly unusual for the time, emerged a remarkably smooth bourbon boasting a distinctive character. These pages are so small. Selected from a single barrel to preserve the integrity of Henry McKenna's original recipe, we have filled this bottle entirely from a single barrel aged through 40 Kentucky seasons. Bottled in bond. For bourbon to earn the title bottled in bond, it has to meet the following U.S. government standards. Turn the page here. A product, point 1, a product of one distillation season and one distillery. Point 2, stored in a federally bonded warehouse under U.S. government supervision for at least 4 years. Point 3, bottled at 100 proof, parentheses 50% alcohol per volume. Because of these strict regulations, the finest bourbons are recognized as bonds. Today, Henry McKenna single barrel still satisfies those looking for a real whiskey with real history. For this connoisseur's edition of Henry McKenna single barrel, it is appropriate to identify it as bottled in bond, not only for history's sake, but also because it simply tastes extraordinarily right at 10 years old and 100 proof. Alright, that was a lot of reading. HeavenHillDistillery.com, not a sponsor. Just, helping them out, I guess, since I bought them a bottle and then I'm shouting them out at the same time. And again, I do shout out every new subscriber. But last time I checked the list, it seems like I've gained a lot of subscribers, but everybody has their subscription list hidden. But I know one new subscriber, and that's shout out to Rocky. I don't know if that's his YouTube name, but shout out to Rocky, shout out to Wally. Gotta give my shout outs. Berg's Dip Reviews, NC Talk Sports. Hope you're still around, bud. I'm not sure, but I hope you're still around. Where's my chaser at? Alright, we're at 7 minutes. I'm gonna take another swig. We're gonna talk about this a little bit more. I've been rambling on this video. Sorry about that. Again, with the color, it's a dark brown. Obviously, but the taste, it seriously tastes like I went to a campfire and it was a great night, and had some charred hot dogs and some s'mores, and went to the tent and did whatever whatever you can imagine. I don't know, but it reminds me of a campfire. I don't know why. It's a very it definitely tastes like it's been in a barrel, and of course those barrels I know are toasted on the inside, or roasted, or cured, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, you can definitely taste it. I just love that barrel taste. I guess that's why I'm a bourbon type of guy. Just the flavor is amazing, and it reminds me of I don't know. It reminds me of camping out with my friends James and Jeremy down at their property. They used to have a camper. We'd not throw parties. It was more like a get together around the fire and stuff. But we'd be rocking that camper late at night, like not sexually, no homo here. We were probably, I remember we had a VCR player, and a TV in there. So I remember we'd be watching Jackass, the first Jackass, on VHS, and just doing whatever, partying, having fun, being stupid teenagers. I even remember one night we swam in a pool that had been sitting there for all year, hadn't been cleaned yet, so it was like a layer of algae. It was a great night. That pool was warm. It felt like someone pissed in that pool a lot, but it was just algae that made it warm, I guess. I don't know. Or the hot summer day. It was nighttime when we were swimming though. Anyway, we're getting to 10 minutes. I'm just talking about random crap now. Sorry about that. Hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna change my comment at the end of the video sporadically. It just came to mind. The comment at the end of the video will be fuck, I don't know. Leave in the comments McKenna. If you can just comment McKenna rules, or something like that, McKenna rules. Comment that down below. I say again, McKenna rules, and I'll know you made it to the end of the video. Sorry, I kind of stumbled on a few words, but you know, here on the Crow Show that we don't do edits. You know, most of the time people would probably cut that out and start over, but I want you to see when I fuck up. And of course I'm gonna fuck up after drinking a bunch of this. So forgive me, I'm not worthy. I'll see you in the next review, dip review, chew review, snooze review, alcohol review, beer review, or I already said alcohol review, but beer review, rum review, bourbon review, cigar review, cigarette review. I mean, you never know. I'm always coming out with a new review. I'll see you there though. Crow out.